Welcome to Big Show Entertainment Network, a special event of Super Dave Raines and the Big Show. We are at the MileHi Con 2016 at the Hyatt Regency, and I am pleased to be joined by Baumgarnter, who is a author and a lady of many, many talents, I'm sure. Tell me about the hat. I love the hat.
The hat? I spend a lot of time playing Pokemon Go, so I figure if I want to make sure no one thinks I'm being suspicious, I better dress like a trainer.
I like that. So I see you're with Science Fiction Analyst. Tell me about Science Fiction Analyst.
So one of the things that I really like to do, especially since I had my master's dissertation on the political space of Star Trek, is to watch a lot of science fiction and just write about what my thoughts are. So like, what do I think the economy of Star Trek is? How do I feel about Hurley's representation in Lost is? So I really, if I'm not picking apart science fiction and loving it, every single little bit of it, I just don't feel human.
Right. So you mentioned Star Trek. So would you say you're more of a Star Trek fan or a Star Wars fan?
Ooh.
There'll be a quiz at the end.
Star Trek Deep Space Nine is my favorite, so I guess I'm more of a Star Trek fan.
Okay. But not a problem. You guys know that I'm a big Star Wars junkie, so.
Hey, Timothy Zahn, right here.
Right. Awesome. I really appreciate that. So tell us about your work, your books, and what you're working on now, what you've got out now, and what you're working on for the future.
Absolutely. So currently I have a book called Dora's Jinx out. It's kind of like a witchy coming-of-age story with really snarky cats and unicorns that make fun of virgins. I'm very pleased with it. It's very, very funny. I have coming out very soon. It's called The Death of Israel Leventhal, which is published with Less Than 3 Press. Okay. And that is going to be, I just call it my grave-digging boyfriend story.
Oh my God. Wow. I'm afraid of you. Yeah. You might have to add danger to the boom Baumgartner.
Boom danger Baumgartner. I
love it. That's awesome.
But yeah, that should be coming out, I think it's next year. We're still in the process of edits on that. And what I'm currently working on, which hopefully will get to the publisher in the next year, is called Hounds of Vaudeville, which is a story about werewolves who pretend to be vaudevillians in order to hide that they're werewolves. And yeah, so that was actually a short story in Penny Dread Tales 4, and people kept saying, I love this world, can you write more? And I was like, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. I'm glad that people are loving your work. So is this your first MileHi Con?
This is my first MileHi Con as an author. I have covered it as a reporter before, but yeah.
For who?
Sciencefiction.com.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, maybe we'll have to get you to sign up with Big Show Entertainment Network.
You got it.
So let me ask you about a few movies that are up and coming. Are you a movie fan?
Yes.
Okay. This week is Doctor Strange week, so what do you think?
I can't have any thoughts about it because I never read the original comics.
Right.
But it looks really good. What are you supposed to do about that?
Right. Yeah, it does look good.
It looks like what Inception should have done with the dream styles. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Actually, I did get to see the first 15 minutes of the movie.
Did they blow your mind?
Absolutely. You're right. It's like Inception on steroids.
Oh.
Times like 100.
Plus, Mad Nicholson.
Yeah, I love Mads. Right? Oh my God, he's awesome. And as you know, I'm going to ask you about another film that he's going to be in just a moment. But let me ask you about Mads is in Doctor Strange, and he's in another big blockbuster too. So, but I'm not going to mention that yet.
Okay.
In a few minutes.
I'm on tenterhooks.
Right, exactly. So, who inspired you to write, and who would you pick between C.S. Lewis, J.R.R. Tolkien, or J.K. Rowling's?
Oh, that's tough. I mean, who inspired me to write? I've wanted to be a writer since I was a little girl, so I have no idea who that initial person was. Stories to me are a stress relief, and they're escapes, and they're just everything. I love everything about stories. I like critiquing them, I like writing them, I like watching them. It doesn't matter. So I think I was always going to be a writer, so maybe I'm my inspiration. But
well, there's nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. I self-propelled. I like that a lot.
But if I was going to choose like an author that influenced me a lot, it's Diana Wynne Jones. So she famously wrote Howl's Moving Castle, which hands down is my favorite book ever. It's also an amazing movie by Miyazaki.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
I have not seen it.
Oh, it's just amazing. And she'd written over like 40 books of just varying magical things for young people, and she gets in the story and she gets out and she leaves you with this world that you can explore on your own. So I was like, that's who I want to write like. And I hope Doris Jinx is like that. Right,
that's awesome. So can you watch that on Netflix?
Howl's Moving Castle? I don't think so. I don't think there's any Miyazaki on there. I'm sure you can buy it on iTunes for sure.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
But for C.S. Lewis, J.R.R. Tolkien, and J.K. Rowling, probably J.K. Rowling, only because J.R.R. Tolkien just has too much descriptions.
He does. He's complicated. I don't know if you know it, but he wrote Lord of the Rings as one book. And the publishers at the time told him, no, you have to break that up.
Right, no one's going to make it.
Right, exactly. And that's how we came up with Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship, Two Towers, and Return of the King.
Well, I mean, I think I like it better that way, honestly. Like if I have like breaks where I can like digest what it all is instead of going, oh shit, I have 600 more pages.
Exactly. and a song, a dwarf song.
Oh, so many songs.
Yeah, exactly. So you mentioned J.K. Rowling. That's a perfect segue into my next question. Fantastical Beasts and where to find them.
Super excited.
And I haven't seen any previews for that, but I do have tickets for that movie already.
Eddie Redmayne is just such an amazing actor.
Oh, yeah.
Like I can't, like Jupiter Ascending, say what you will about the plot, Eddie Redmayne chewed the scenery. He was so good.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't know, like I think every American read Harry Potter and was like, but where's our schools?
Yeah, exactly.
So having Fantastic Beasts, right?
Yes.
Come out, it's like finally we get a little bit of piece of the Harry Potter fandom.
Right, and that's very true because it does take place in New York.
Yes, it does.
In the 1920s or 30s, I think it's the time frame, somewhere in there. Very excited for that. So, I'm going to ask you one more movie question. Speaking of Mads Mikkelsen, one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
He is in Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh, I forgot about that.
So.
About my thoughts about Rogue One?
About Rogue One.
I watched the trailer and I cried.
Yeah, it was so emotional.
I don't understand how.
That is a very, very likely reaction.
Right.
Because the last trailer that I watched, the very last one they released, it was so emotional.
Right.
It stirred such an emotion in me, and the reason it did, I don't want to give any spoilers, but
I haven't seen it yet. But.
you have a sense of dread.
Right.
Because Yeah, exactly.
What the future is.
It's like, oh my God. And it hits you.
Yeah.
And like some of that trailer, the characters, that look on their face.
Right.
And you're like, wow, there's no coming back. So.
I mean, I'm disappointed that Thrawn isn't going to be in it, but.
Yeah, but I think director Krennic.
Yeah.
And the actor that plays him, I'm having a little bit of a mind blank, but
he's wearing the Thrawn Admiral outfit.
Yeah, but he's an awesome actor.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting an awesome performance.
No, it's all gonna be good. I know for me though, like you rarely see strong, rebellious woman characters done well. like I can think of things like Underworld and stuff like that, but it never resonated with me. But in this trailer alone, I was like, that bitch is badass.
Yeah, Jyn Erso.
And I feel her every step of the way.
Right.
And it's only been, what, a minute and a half of trailers?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they've done a really good job. I'm really excited for this movie. Very, very excited. So, actually, stay tuned because we may be giving away some tickets. I think we bought 70 tickets, or we're buying 70. And tickets go on sale November the 7th. So remember that, Super Cool Nation. So I'm going to
try and get those tickets.
Okay, you better work hard. So, well, Boom, Baumgartner, thank you so much for appearing on Big Show Entertainment Network, Super Dave Raines and the Big Show special event right here from MileHi Con 2016 in Denver at the Hyatt Regency. Thank you so much.
No
Good luck with your career. We're going to be following you. And everybody, Boom, Baumgartner.
Bye.
Right,
thank you so much, Super Dave.
All right, thank you.
Boom. Thank you, that was fun.